Go. Mwah. No, I got a yoga class to do. I love you. Goodbye. Hey everybody, how you doing? Thank you for being here. And I want to say that again. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for practicing yoga. And thanks for trying to make yourself better, because one person at a time, that makes the world better. I'm just overflowing with gratitude today. Overflowing with gratitude. And yes, Dennis Anderson, it's Taco Tuesday. And so that's one more thing to be grateful for. I can't even talk to you people right now. I'm just so fucking full of gratitude. God. How you guys doing today? It is a Tuesday, and I don't know why that's important. Every day is yoga day. Every day is National Yoga Day, as far as I'm concerned. Step onto your mat and just walk those feet apart. Bend your knees one at a time. We're going to show your hips a lot of love today. But it's important to understand we can't just like move this leg around and roll the femur head through the acetabulum socket. There's muscles attached all over the body that go to the hips. So we do have to create a lot of movement to really release those hips. So take a moment to just move around. I'm going to take you through my favorite sun salutation pattern that I created. It's called Volution. And one of the keys to really getting the hips to invite to opening is with rotation of the trunk. So we're going to be twisting quite a bit, at least at the onset of class. Hello, Karen. It's Cinco de Mayo. How did I miss that one? I don't know. Cinco de Mayo Taco Tuesday? Isn't that like a double rainbow? Come on. Everybody step to the top of your mat. Look down at your feet, point your toes straight forward. Reach your hands up into the air. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hinge forward. Lift your left leg into the air and step it back. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Press your chest against your shirt. Your hips come low. Your back knee can even come down. As you exhale, straighten your right leg as much as you can. You can bend your left knee, or you can keep it straight too. Bend your right knee and reach your right hand to the ceiling. Look up for your thumb, take a deep breath. Reach down, turn your body to the left 90 degrees. So you're pivoting on your feet, so your chest is over the long edge of your mat, which was to your left just a moment ago. Leave your right hand on the floor. Slide your left thumb over your ear, so your hand is holding the side. Slowly twist to your left without lifting your left elbow away from your nose. Keep it close to your face, and instead of lifting your left elbow, pull your left armpit away from where you're looking. Reach down and turn your body back to the top of your mat. Reach both hands high into the air. As you lift the hands, lift that back heel. Pull the elbows down until your arms are at 45 degrees. Tighten your belly and slowly turn to your right. Hold it here for a second, because I want you to see that you might see your right arm as you twist right. Make sure you can't see your left arm. If you can, it means that left arm is swinging around to try to fool you into thinking your chest is rotating more than it is. Keep that left forearm pinned back. Return to center, facing forward. Reach your hands up. And as you exhale, place your fingertips on the floor and step forward. Lift halfway up, breathe in. And as you exhale, fingertips to the floor, step your right foot back. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, push your butt back. Left leg straightens. Right knee can bend or stay straight. Left knee bends again. Left hand reaches up. We're in a low lunge twist. Reach your left hand to the sky. Look up for your thumb. Reach down and turn to your right. Now your chest is hovering over the long edge of your mat to the right. of the top of your mat. Leave your left fingertips on the floor. It almost looks like you're at the scrimmage line playing football. And place your right hand over the side of your head. And remember, when you twist to the right, don't lift your right elbow. That's another way your body's trying to fool you into thinking you're rotating more. Lifting my elbow doesn't open my chest. So keep your elbow close to your nose and focus on bringing your left ribs through and pulling your right armpit back. Reach down and turn back to the top of your mat. Both hands reach up. As the hands go up, so does the back heel. Pull the elbows down, tighten the belly. As you turn to your left, make sure you can't see your right arm. So pin those forearms back, reach up, face forward, and reach down. Step right foot next to left, hands on knees, take a deep breath, and let's repeat. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, left foot steps back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, push your butt back, right leg straightens. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand up. Reach down, pivot to your left 90 degrees on the feet. Left hand on the side of your head. Left hand. Turn to your left without lifting your elbow. Reach down, turn back to the top of your mat. Reach both hands up. As the hands go up, so does the back heel. Pull the elbows down. And we always twist low or high to the leg that's in front of us. Always, always. So turn to your right. Reach up, face forward. Reach down, step to the top. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, right foot steps back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, push your butt back by straightening your left leg. Bend your left knee, reach your left hand high. Reach down, pivot to your right. Right hand on the side of your head. Keep your elbow as close to your nose as it is right now as you twist to the right. Turn back to the left, 90 degrees. Reach both hands up. Heel rises with the hands. Pull the elbows down. The left leg is in front of us, so we know we're going to twist left. Reach up, face forward, and reach down. Step right foot to left. Hands on knees. Flatten the back, stick out your butt. Take a breath. Exhale, one more set. Fingertips to the floor. Left foot steps back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, push your butt back. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand up. Exhale, turn to your left. Left hand to the side of the head. Twist to your left without lifting your elbow. Turn back to the top of your mat. Reach both hands up. Right leg's in front, so we twist to the right. Reach up, face forward. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, step forward. Half lift, hands on knees. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, right foot steps back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, push back. And just like I said, low or high, as you lunge back into your left knee, you reach your left hand up. We twist to the left because the left knee is in front of our chest. Reach down and turn to the right. Right hand to the side of the head. And twist. So when you're doing the salutation, every time you do this wide leg twist, you're going to be turning to the back edge of your mat. Reach down, turn back to the front of your mat. Reach both hands up. Pull the elbows down. Which way do we twist? Left. Reach up, face forward. Reach down. Step to the top, lift halfway up. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Push into your heels, look at the back edge of your mat. Relax your head. Bend the knees slightly and pull your chest forward so you can spring through the heels up to standing. Nicely done, guys. Hands at your chest. We're going to take left ankle to right thigh. Point your left big toe. Bind your hands behind you. Let's go there. Squeeze your palms and slowly hinge forward. As your chest goes down, your left knee lifts up. So do your fists. Bowing to your right knee. Lifting the left knee away from the floor, lifting the fists. And then slowly rise up. Lift the ankle off the thigh, lift the knee, step it back. And reach both hands up into the air. We're going to slide both thumbs over the ears. It feels like if you had a lot of hair, like I used to, you would just be pulling all the hair out of your face. Slide thumbs over the ears, wrap your fingers around your skull, keep your elbows close to your nose. As you lift your elbows, lift your left heel. Put more pressure in your right heel, but don't take it off the forefoot either. Use the spine. Draw the armpits back and use the spine to push your heart closer to the front of your chest and closer to the ceiling. Slowly bring your chin down so you're looking forward again. And we're going to lift the left knee into the air. And just pause. You can capture your left knee and lift it up. We're going to step the left foot behind us to the right in a curtsy. Step back and bend the knees. Reach your hands up in the air, connect your palms, pressure in your hands, and lean to your right. You're welcome. Inhale up. And we're going to take the left foot and step it to the back left corner. Bind your hands behind you again. And bow the chest to the inside of the right knee. Stay here and breathe. Look down where sweat would drop off your nose and hit the floor. I was playing Thank You when we started class by Alanis Morissette, one of my favorite songs of all time. And now fingertips to the floor. Lower the left knee down. Slide the right foot back until the right leg is straight. From here, you're going to slide the right foot left. Plant your right foot behind you. Reach your right hand up. Now try to pull the right knee away from the left heel. Pull your groin back, sticking your butt against your pants. As your right hand reaches up, your left fingertips push into the mat to try to spread the space between your thumbs across your chest. Release. Place your right hand on the top corner of your mat, and we're going to slide right foot all the way around to the outside of the right hand. And then pull the hips back until the right leg is straight. You can step left knee left and bow. Maybe elbows come to the floor. Your right leg may not straighten. But really try to pull your groin away from the top of your mat and pull your collarbones to the top of your mat. And release. We're going to lift the butt, toe heel the right foot in, and then fingertips on the top edge of the mat, lift the left leg. Bend your left knee, point your left toes to the right, reach back with your right hand and grab the outside of your left foot. It's a lot of information. It's a good thing you can rewind video if you need to. If you want to, take your left hand off the floor, place it on your right kneecap. And now we're in this stabilizing position we focus on a lot here at Stronger. Push into your right heel, but also push your right knee into your left palm. Squeeze that right bicep to pull left heel to tailbone and lift left knee up. Now release your left foot, place both sets of fingertips on the floor, step your left foot forward. Hands on the knees, flatten the back, breathe in. Exhale, touch your mat. Push your heels into the floor and look at the back edge of your mat. Bend your knees slightly so you can spring through the heels, upright into a standing position. How we doing, guys? Alanis Morissette. Don't sleep on Alanis, okay? Y'all got to know that. This is not the first time we've had this conversation. Going back to the top. Right ankle over the left thigh. Point your right big toe. Bind your hands behind you. Hinge forward. And take the fists gently up into the air, rising like smoke. Lift the right knee towards your ribs. Bow the chest to the left knee. Mindfully come back up. Lift the right knee. Step it back. Soft and far. Reach both hands up. Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. It just happens every day, guys. There goes Gary and Tyler walking down the street. Slide your thumbs over your ears and bring your elbows close to your face. Look up at the ceiling. Pull your armpits away from the ceiling. Use your thumbs on the back of your ears and pull some length into the back of your neck again. It's not about how much you can get your chin away from your chest. It's more about how much you can get your chest in the air away from your belly button. Pull the groin back, lunge into the left knee. And slowly release until your eyes are forward. We're going to lift the right knee into the air. Grab it, lift it. Pull your groin back. And then step back and across, curtsy. Push your right knee forward to the outside of your left calf. Reach up, connect your palms, pressure in your hands as you lean to your left. And back to center. And we're going to step to the back right corner. Bind your hands behind you again. Plant the right heel. Bow to the inside of your left knee. I have not done a lot of humble warriors lately, and my humble warriors are humbling me, and that's a good thing. Yoga humbles you. It reveals the weaknesses, the imperfections, the imbalances, the tightness. Release your hands to the floor. Lower the right knee. Slide the left foot all the way back until your left leg is straight. And then just keep going. That left foot is going to slide to the outside of your right leg. Make sure you can plant the left heel and then reach the left hand up. Now try to draw left knee away from right heel. Pull the groin back, stick your butt against your pants. Pull the collarbones forward. Spread the chest. Left hand reaches up, right fingertips push down. And slowly release. Left hand comes to the floor and the left foot slides around to the outside of the left hand. And we step the right foot in and pull the hips back so the butt can sit to the right heel. Left leg's as straight as you can manage. And you can take this right foot, right knee, and step it off the mat to the right. And then bow. Maybe the elbows come to the floor. Maybe it's harder than the other side. Maybe it's easier than the other side. Maybe both sides were impossible. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're on your mat and you're trying, you're doing great work. See, this hip work that we're doing today is going to impact our body in the future. And we're making tiny little deposits. That's what every yoga practice is. It's a little tiny deposit in the body bank. And we draw interest from that. And then we can live off the interest for a long time if we keep making the deposits. Release. Wasn't that nice? That was nice. We're going to bring the left foot in. Hands at the top of the mat. Lift the right knee. Lift the right foot. Bend the right knee. Point your right big toe to the left and reach back with your left hand for the foot. Pull your heel to your tailbone. If you need the support, your right hand can remain on the floor. And if you really want to work on stability, take the right hand off the floor, place it on your left kneecap. Pull the chest forward, lift the right knee. Hold the heel to the tailbone. That is so nice. Rise up. And release. Wipe the sweat off your brow. I hope you have some. Toe heel your feet out so that pinky toe, maybe a couple of toes are off the top of your mat. Heels are on the mat. Feet are turned out slightly. And we're just going to squat down. Elbows come inside of the calves. Palms are together. And we sit. But we're lifting the heart. You're trying to push your knees apart and back behind you. If I didn't have my knees in the way, my hands would separate. Steady, smooth breath. This is intermission for our hips. Oh yeah, we were talking about Alanis Morissette. So in the chorus, the first thing she says is, "Thank you, India." Gandhi called yoga India's gift to the world. Step your feet back to the center of your mat so that your knees will be on your mat as we go through our next series of movements. We're going to sit back to the heel, point the toes behind you so you're pressing down into the top of your feet on the floor. I'll go to the side so you can see that my toes are not curled under, which would stretch the soleus and Achilles. What we really want to do is stretch the anterior tibialis, the top of your shin. Place your hands on the floor behind you, and then lift your butt off your heels. Thank you, India. Now, if you haven't heard that song in a long time, or if you've never heard it, the next line is, "Thank you, terror." We should be grateful that we have the capacity to feel fear because fear keeps us safe. We know to run when we see a lion, or at least we did thousands of years ago. Plant your hands at the top of your mat. Now we're going to step the knees to the center of the mat, left knee to the very center, and then the right knee steps left behind the left thigh. This is a great position if you have to pee really bad and you're thinking, I got to stop practicing, I have to go pee. Well, now you're in a perfect position to squeeze. And all I want you to do is push back. You can widen your feet to the long edges of your mat and push back. Now, if your left knee comes off the floor, that's fine. And then we're going to come forward and slide the feet back in. Step the right knee back to the right. And then bring right knee to the very center of your mat. Lift left knee. Step it behind the right knee to the right. And as you push your hips back, pushing your butt towards the back edge of your mat, your feet can widen. Your hands can widen to help stabilize you as you sit your right knee might lift. And release. The heart comes forward again. After we step left knee back to the left, we're going to turn to the right 90 degrees. And I'll go to the long edge cam. And we're going to step knees apart. We want the feet apart too, so that your legs from the knee to the feet are train tracks, parallel to each other. The knees can slide further apart. Bring your elbows down if you can. And I want you to create the feeling in your spine like a horse rode too long. So let that belly spill. And for the lumbar to curve, so that if I poured water between your shoulder blades, it would start to pool in your lumbar. It's not bad enough that Alanis thinks that we should be grateful for being afraid, and we should. She says, thank you, disillusionment. Disillusionment is the source of all unhappiness, and it's simply the gap between what we expect to happen and what actually happens. Plant your hands. Step or slide the knees in. And turn to the top of your mat. Slide left foot back, left knee lifts. Slide right knee to the outside of your right hand for pigeon. Slide the right ankle under the groin. And now we're going to bring the elbows down maybe. You can stay on your hands. And for more opening through this side and back line, slide your left knee back or pull your right foot forward. Thank you, frailty. We're all pretty fragile. And you don't have to watch the news too much to see that. Focus on your breath. Focus your mind's eye on the source of your body's discontent right now. It might be in the hamstring, it could be in the knee, it could be in the hip. The idea here is to endure little discomforts to create a more resilient body. It's a tough sell for young people because they never stop to think about their hips until we reach that day and that decade when things start to break down a little bit. And then if you're 60 or 70 and you can barely walk because you never paid attention to your hips, well, I'm not going to say we get what we deserve. Absolutely would not say that. But I would suggest that if we want to live into our mature years, and that could mean anything to you. It could be 40 to you. And we want to be pain-free and we want to be resilient. Go ahead and lift that heart, come back up, and just press your left knee gently down and simultaneously squeeze your left glute. Then we have to put a little bit of time in and endure a little bit of discomfort. And that means the odds of us living more mobily and pain-free and fully into longer, later years, pretty good odds. Let's go ahead and switch out the legs. Plant your hands. Slide right foot back and slide left knee to the outside of your hand. Bring your left foot forward as far as you can without your body feeling like the hips are so tight that you gotta roll to your left. Then we're sort of defeating the purpose, right? But we want the left foot to come forward as much as possible, and for the right knee to go back as much as possible without the hips wanting to turn away and steer out of the position. We want both of these ACES points, the bony protrusion at your front of your hips, we want those to be equidistant to the floor when we bring the elbows down. So when we're down here, we don't want to be rolled onto the left glute, and then we don't want to, if we're hypermobile, to be rolled onto the right or the left foot with the right hip either. So balance your hips to the floor and see if the left foot, I can actually scoop my foot forward just by operating at the ankle and the toes. And I can also just keep stepping my right knee back a little bit. It's a lot of wiggling. It's a lot of movement. We need to get out of this mindset. The objective is to be still, and stillness is great too, but there is so many muscle fibers, so much connective tissue in the body into this beautiful meat vehicle that we live in. And we have to pay attention to the hips, obviously, the back. Those are going to be the biggest sources of pain as we get older. Take a few more breaths here. Just enjoy where you're at. This is a great place to be. Next line is thank you, consequence. Man, that's a big one. That one's hard to feel grateful for. Feeling grateful for the consequences of our action, but consequences is our greatest teacher. And the last line in the chorus, thank you, nothingness. And in a different chorus, thank you, silence. I'm telling you, man, go back and listen. I'm going to play it at the end of class. Lie on the floor, listen. And tell me that doesn't cause your heart to bubble up like a soda that's been shaken. Come onto your hands. And press down into your right knee very gently. And also squeeze your right glute. It's not necessarily always about stretching something. It's a lot of firing. It's a lot of constantly retraining the body, remodeling the body. Slide left foot back and press back into down dog or crouching cat. Crouching cat is down dog with your knees slightly bent. Try to push your heart into that space between your ankles. Lower your knees, step or slide them up to your thumbs, cross the ankles, and take a seat. Come all the way down onto your back. Hold your knees. Pull your knees gently to the right and left. Bring your knees together, plant your feet flat. Toe heel your feet out wide to the long edges of your mat. Maybe you step off of it. Plant your palms next to your hips and lift your butt off the floor. And bring your knees together and try to push your knees over your big toes. It feels like you're trying to drag your body forward. So those hamstrings are really firing. Lower your butt softly to the floor. Houston, the butt cheeks have landed. Place your right ankle on your left thigh. Lower your knees to the right, very gently. Reach your hands out like you're going to give the sky a hug. And push your left knee down first with the inside of your left thigh. That means you're trying to get your left knee to touch the floor without the aid of your right leg. For more, push your left knee down now with your right leg at the ankle. And then you'll feel that right inner thigh engage. For more, reach your left hand above your head and slide the back of your hand across the floor to lengthen the space between your left knee and your left palm. So even before listening to Alanis Morissette today, and you can go ahead and gently release, I was just feeling so much gratitude. I'm extremely grateful for my family. Plant your right hand, or excuse me, your right foot, and place your left ankle on your right thigh. Let's do the other side. Just gently bring your knees to the floor. They don't drop to the floor. They go to the floor because we choose to put them there. I'm so grateful for practitioners and people watching this video, or any fucking yoga video for that matter. For more, reach your right hand back. For more, try to push your right knee to the floor. Again, try to do that first without using your left leg. Then add the left leg. We're trying to be aware of everything that's happening in the body, to pay attention to the body, to create a moving meditation, to slow down, to turn the volume down on all the fucking noise. I'm grateful, of course, for all of our Patreon members who support this live yoga channel. And it helps to pay for everyone in the world to be able to watch this video. For all the weirdos out there that might enjoy this type of thing. Relax and release. Slide left foot off right knee. And lift your knees back up into the air. Keep your feet apart, keep your knees apart. And then just lift your butt into the air. And then try to pull your butt over to the long edge of your mat to the right. And then over to your left. Imagine that your butt cheeks are polishing something on the floor under you. Right and left. Put a nice polish on it. Maybe spit on it. How does that make polish better when you spit on it? I don't know. Bring your hips to center and bring them down. Houston, the butt cheeks have landed. Bring your knees to rest against each other. Feet are apart. And that the wider your feet are, the easier it is for your knees to rest against each other. Now, if you have tight hips, this is not going to be comfortable to you. But if you can relax and let your muscles release, then that's part of paving the way for your body to learn that mobility or to relearn that mobility. Now, if it's absolutely killing you, slide your legs straight and come into Shavasana. And if you're comfortable here with your arms in sort of a crucifix shape, feet planted, knees together, feet apart, this is a really great way to passively work the hips and the shoulders. For more in the shoulders, bend your elbows, arms in a cactus. Maybe slide the elbows away from the hips and bring the hands above the head. And remember, if you prefer to end your practice through seated meditation, mindfully sit up, as I will now. But wherever you are, close your eyes. And before we end our practice today, because remember, it's not all about the body. In fact, the body is really just our tool for focus. And we get the added benefit, the side effect of creating a body that's resilient and built for aging well, while we train the mind. My Apple Watch?
Yes, this.
I don't have an Apple Watch. You really, here. Sorry about that, guys. Man. See, thank you, Mirabai. Thank you, disruption. Thank you, imperfection. Thank you, disillusionment, that I would execute a perfectly flawless class on YouTube today. What a beautiful reminder of the urgency of youth. Hope you guys are in a good place. I hope you're safe and healthy. You can support this channel on Patreon. You can support this channel without spending a penny, just by liking, leaving a comment, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. All of those actions tell YouTube that this content is watched and it's enjoyed, and then YouTube will share it with others. Hope you guys have a beautiful Taco Tuesday, a beautiful Cinco de Mayo. If you're watching this and it's not Tuesday and it's not Cinco de Mayo, I hope you have a beautiful day. Bless you. Namaste.